quite a bit of fire involved, but Sterling is not seriously injured. All right, here we go. Pace cars off the racetrack. Ernie Irvan and Davey Allison lead him down, and there's the green flag. On lap 4:39.
Ernie got off to a little bit of a slow start. Davey jumped out in front.
And Davey and Rusty Wallace still trying to get that lap back.
And Ernie goes high.
You know, Ned, it looked to me like Ernie missed a gear just a little bit.
Yeah, it's just enough to slow it down going into the turn.
Running in third position is Dale Jarrett.
Dale's car seems to be pushing a little bit on the restarts. Here's our Rusty Wallace trying to get back in the lead lap, and he's going to do it.
Yes, he does. Rusty Wallace is back in the lead lap.
Boy, Darrell Walker, a lot of cars shuffling around. You can see they're running side by side. There's Darrell down on the inside as Mark Martin comes off of that corner, and Darrell goes by the car number 20 of Ronnie Hillen.
They were three abreast coming off the second corner. Mark Martin, Darrell Waltrip, and Bobby Hillen. Mark Martin is in fifth, and Darrell Waltrip is sixth.
Yeah, Dale Jarrett's car is definitely not up to par right now from the way he was running. Of course, he did not make a pit stop. Many of those other cars did, and that seems to be paying off.
Yeah, he's lost 2 positions here in the last couple of laps.
Actually, has lost 3. Rudd went around him. Here goes Darrell Waltrip around. So that definitely is hurting.
He's saying now, Ned, if it only had rained.
Yeah, only it rained. It was up there in third place.
Ernie Irvan closing in on Davey Allison once again. These two have been the dominant cars so far today. Look at Jimmy Spencer making a good run here with Ricky Rudd. And there's Mark Martin. And we now begin to see raindrops.
Oh, it's coming down, yeah.
Here on our broadcast booth. Let's see if Irvan tries to make a move.
Let's see if we can see any rain on his windshield. I don't see any yet.
Look at him push Davey. You can see the rain on the windshield now.
So Davey, he's also seeing that rain. He realizes all he's got to do is stay in front for just a couple more laps.
Protect that position.
Ernie's trying to get by on the inside. He may have him.
Oh, no, he couldn't do it then.
Jimmy Spencer almost lost it coming off the turn 4. Evidently the track is getting a little slick. As Ricky Rudd moves on the inside of Spencer. Takes the position away. Mark Martin gets by as well.
The yellow flag is out. The yellow flag is out.
So they're racing back to the line.
Here they come. Off the corner. Davey got really loose, but he held on to the lead.
Wow. And that's the signal when Doyle Ford is pointing to the sky. That's what the caution flag is for. Rain.
Now they told us, or at least I heard, Ned, that when they said it was going to rain between 4 and 4:15 and they missed it by less than 5 minutes, that it probably would set into rain and rain for a while.
Yeah, they did say that there was a lot of heavy stuff back behind the front that's moving in here.
But for right now, just a caution flag.
I wonder if they're congratulating each other or got other words to say. I think they're probably congratulating each other because it's pretty clean racing there those last few laps.
51 laps to go. Davey Allison won the race to the caution flag. He's the leader. Ernie Irvan second, Ricky Rudd third, then Mark Martin and Darrell Waltrip. 150 of 500 laps. The top 5, Ernie Irvan, Davey Allison, Ricky Rudd, Mark Martin, and Darrell Waltrip, and we are getting set to go. Oh, we do see some raindrops, and as a matter of fact...
Look on the windshield of Ernie Irvan's car.
People are beginning to put on their rain gear, up the umbrellas, and in fact, some are walking
They're not going to throw the flag because the light is still on the pace car. They're not going to throw the flag.
It's raining harder right now than it has the last few minutes. Well, tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, here on ESPN, join us for Sunday Night Baseball, as tonight we feature the American League battle between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. That's at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, live tonight. Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN.
You know, this rain is bad news for a lot of the drivers, and also for me. You know why, Bob?
Why is that, Benny?
I lost my umbrella yesterday.
Was that yours that fell onto the racetrack
earlier
today? And don't forget, following our race here this afternoon, the finals of the Bosch and Loam Women's Tennis Tournament from Amelia Island in Florida. That's right after our Winston Cup race here today. It appears to be raining quite hard. As I said, a lot of people are heading for the exits. Sterling Marlin, by the way, is being loaded into the helicopter. Now, this it isn't as bad as it may appear right here. We saw him walk away from the crash, and we don't believe is seriously injured, but he will be airlifted to a local hospital to make sure that everything is okay for Sterling Marlin, who was involved in a very bad crash down in turn number 1, in which the car erupted in flames.
You know, I did that about in 1987 in this very race. I blew a left rear tire going in the same corner down and backed in the wall, and I guess I was lucky.
Yep.
I thought I broke my neck, but other than that, sure can hit hard, because you're running, as we said earlier, 130 miles an hour, and that car swaps ends and backs in the fence. It hasn't slowed down that much. You're still probably running at over 100 miles an hour when you just clobber the wall. And believe me when I tell you, folks, that wall does not move.
Not an inch. And now you can see that the rain is obscuring the vision of Lake Speed in our Phillips 66 in-car camera.
I thought he blew up. I saw there was a bunch of oil. There was a caution flag for what I thought was a blown engine, but he's back on the track.
Let's go to John Kernan, who's with Larry McReynolds.
Larry McReynolds is only his second race as the crew chief for Davey. Allison, looks like you're in a pretty good position right now. If this rain continues to fall, they may have to end this race.
Well, I mean, I hate to win a race like this, but due to all the circumstances, getting black flagged early in the day, second, straight up.
You know, Davey had wanted to pit it at one point, but you wouldn't let him come in that one time, just a little while ago.
You know, with the second race out, you know, it'd be awfully good for this whole race team to win a race for the Haviland Ford Thunderbird. Do a lot for me, do a lot for Davey Allison, Robert Yates. All the guys have worked so hard and accepted me since I got over there a month ago. And I'd like to win it with 500 on the board, but like I say, due to the circumstances, we'll take it like it is.
At one point, just a little while ago, Davey was wanting to come in, and you wouldn't let him come in. Was it because of the weather coming in? You knew it was coming?
Well, that was the biggest reason. NASCAR's created these two races within a race, odd cars and even cars. Fortunately, we're in the odd race, and there's only two of us on the lead lap in the odd race. But Rusty is the other one, and he seems to be one of the quickest cars on the racetrack.
Well, they are right now leading this with 45 laps to go from the board. And gentlemen, as I look down now and also look up, the rain is coming down harder, and the pavement is getting wet back here in the pits.
And there goes Sterling Marlin in the helicopter, being transported to a local hospital. Track becoming increasingly wet because of the rain that is falling. Well, if they do pull off a victory here this afternoon, it will be a pretty good record for Larry McReynolds as crew chief on that car, because last week they finished in the runner-up position at Darlington, and they stand a chance of winning this race here this afternoon.